thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Hello guys, and welcome back to LulTown. Today we're gonna do something different because the last video we've watched scary ghost videos from Nuke's Top 5, and today we are going to do a movie ranking. Yeah, we're gonna rank all the movies from the Fast and Furious franchise. Keep in mind this is just our opinion and you don't necessarily have to agree with our opinion, so we are just here for your entertainment. Yeah, let's start. Okay, mine on 8 is 8. Well, 8 because I think you all know why. It's a little bit too much action and just didn't make sense anymore. It was not about racing anymore. It was just about the bad guy or girl in this case and Vin Diesel trying to fight against each other. It was just too much action and kind of unrealistic, right? Yeah, that's right, because I have the same opinion, but it's not my number 8. Number 8 is Fast and Furious 2. Oh, why? Yeah, because it was just way of the main characters. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have Vin Diesel, you didn't have Letty, you didn't have the old gang. It was just about Paul Walker and Tyrese, and it wasn't interesting enough for me. Yeah, I think it felt like an unnecessary movie to me. Yeah, I know what you mean, but when there's not enough main characters, it's only the second movie. So when it came out, maybe they were like, okay, these are going to be the main characters, but then they got feedback after the movie and they added more main characters like Vin Diesel. But I haven't watched it in the right order. So like I've watched the second one as like the 5th of all movies. Oh, okay. So yeah, for me, I liked the second movie. Was in a different location, like okay, still the US, but it was in Miami and like with a car dealership, and it was very nice. Yeah, I liked it. Okay. So what's your number 7? 8. And I follow you in your opinion. It was just way over the top, way too much action, and there wasn't just enough racing. It wasn't Fast and Furious. Yeah, but it kind of surprises me you didn't put 8 as last and 2nd as last, because I feel like because I liked the family in the 8, so we had all the main characters from through the series, but it was way over the top. True. Especially with the how do you call it in English again? Under zero. Yeah. Submarine. Yeah, especially with that. And I don't like over the top action, especially in a franchise where they weren't used to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was about racing. That's a lot of the movie, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. What's your number 7? I get you. Number 7, I have 4, the 4th Fast and Furious movie. Wasn't that good in my opinion. It was a bit like in between the first good movies and the later good movies, so it felt like in an empty space in between. That's why I didn't like it. There was a cool scene though with a car train with the oil that they were hijacking. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But for the rest, I don't. That's what my number 6 is. 4. Exactly. And I really liked it though because it took us back to like the vibe of Fast and Furious 1. Like we had the main gang again, and yeah, I just really liked it. Yeah, true. I get that. No, they're not that different in our ranking. So at 6, I have 2, the second Fast and Furious movie. Well, I already explained why I kind of liked it more than 8 and 4. So yeah, I just liked how it was actually, for me, it was actually a bit more focused on other main or side main characters, not just Vin Diesel and The Rock, for example. It's more like Tyrese and stuff, which is a funny guy. And it's the movie where I forgot to say. It's a movie where Tyrese was introduced. Yeah, the first one. Yeah, so that's why I liked it. And Tyrese is one of my favorite characters. It's not my favorite, so yeah. Okay, nice. And what's your number 5? At 5, I have 6. What's your number 5? At number 5, I have Fast and Furious 6. Well, it was also a bit too much action, a bit over the top with the tank and the plane at the end. It's also the movie where after credits the death of Han was introduced, and it was definitely one of my main favorite characters. So yeah, that's why. Okay, I get it. I have Furious 7 on place 5 because I really did like the 6th one, especially the action in it. So, but the 7, it got a bit over the top for me. The action, you know, with the car through the buildings and all that stuff. And of course, it was the last movie of Paul Walker, and I think they focused a bit too much on that. You could really see that it wasn't a Fast and Furious movie for me based on the action and the racing. It was really like a goodbye to Paul Walker, which makes sense. But to me, I didn't really like it that much. Yeah, I get it. But it's still a cool movie because you know it's still on my 5th place. But you know, okay. I have 7 on number
before on my ranking, well, 7 because was also at another place in the world which I really liked. It was in Dubai, so a bit tropical, and with the bus, okay, the jumping with the cars out of the plane, like with the parachute, was a bit over the top, of course, but that's how the Fast and Furious franchise goes, I guess. But then at the bus with the hacker that turned out to be female, which was really nice, like a female protagonist, which I really liked. Then in Dubai was also like with the party in the penthouse, and then while the rest was partying, they were stealing or hijacking the car right there. And yeah, so it was really nice, so I liked it.
What we forgot to say about Furious 7 also is that like Jason Statham comes in it, and I really like him in it because he has a great addition to the series, because mostly he plays like the protagonist, but this time he's the antagonist.
Yeah, he's the antagonist, but you can see at some points in the movie like he slips where he's kind of the good guy / protagonist. But then in general he's the antagonist.
In Fast and Furious 8 he becomes a good guy, starts working with them again. So.
Yeah,
but in 7 I really liked his role.
Yeah, true. And then later in Hobbs and Shaw, we can see why.
Guys, my number 4 is the first Fast and Furious, because it's the first one. It's really cool how they created these characters, how they set the standards for what these movies are going to be, and I just really liked it because there's not that much of action. They really focus on the racing, the connection between Dom and Paul Walker. What's his name again? Brian?
Yeah,
was born there, and I really liked that one.
Yeah, true. It was like very good first introduction of the movies, and out of all characters, like Letty and stuff. It was very nice.
Yeah, exactly. She was in there too.
So, what's your number 3?
It's Fast and Furious 6. And I know a lot of people are going to be surprised by that, because a lot of people think it's over the top, because after Fast 5, which was really good, they had to go bigger, but then a lot of people said that they went too big with the tank, with the airplane especially. But the action in that movie was right for me. I really loved it. And there was also a lot of racing in it. I mean, not a lot, but you know what I mean? Like enough.
Right.
So that's why it's my third spot,
Yeah, I get that, but I know, the action sure was over the top, but it was still too much over the top for me to be in such a high ranking. So that's why at 3 I have first Fast and Furious. Well, we've explained it before. It's like a very good first introduction of all characters, what the franchise is going to be about, even though there are changes, but that's not really, that's besides the point now. So yeah, that's why I like the first one, and that's why it's high in the ranking.
Okay, good. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is the third movie, Tokyo Drift. I really like it. Oh, nice. I really liked it because, it's in Tokyo. It's one of my favorite cities, and it's just very cool. Even though Brian was played by another actor, was a bit strange, and it didn't fit the story of the second and the first movie. But besides that,
he played Brian.
Brian was played by another actor. It was not by.
No, bro.
You're
wrong, bro. You're wrong. No. It's just a whole other character, because in Fast and Furious 7 that guy comes back and he's like, oh no, Han's dead, and then Paul Walker's in that scene.
Really?
So you're wrong. So it's not the guy.
Alright, I'm totally confused.
No, keep talking.
Yeah, sure, okay, so that's why I liked it. It was very nice with DK, or drifting as they say. It was also about a different segment of racing. It was not just drag racing or driving around the parkour. It was really about drifting and in those underground parking and stuff. So
what I like about this movie is that it's all about racing, and it's on a totally different place than the first 2 movies. But that's why I didn't like the second one, because that came too early for me. I think the third movie in the franchise was good to take a distance from the main characters. So that's why I really didn't like the second one, but I do like the third one, because it was a good time for the franchise then to take a step back from Dom and everyone, and then go to Tokyo and a lot of new characters. That's why I like that one, especially. So our number 1 is the same.
So for our big number 1, I think we have the same movie.
Fast 5.
Yep, Fast 5.
And I think that's like almost everyone's favorite,
right?
Because it has, for me, it has the perfect balance between racing and action.
Yeah, true.
And you know that Volts scene at the end is just one of the best, if not the best sequence of the whole series.
It had like a genius master plan behind it, which I'm personally a fan of. And this one was also really well executed, perfectly executed. So that why it was so cool. And with going in the police station and trying to go to the vault, or the handprint rather, was perfect.
And it was also like the first movie that brought back all the characters from the other movies. Like they brought them really all together.
True.
So it's the first time that Tyrese and Han, for example, meets.
Yeah.
And Han and
Giselle.
Giselle, which become a couple later.
Yeah, true.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, they really get the bang gang together. So yeah, that's why we really liked it. And what I also really liked about 5 was the last or the final scene on the bridge was very confronting for the viewers because it looked like all was gonna end well, but at the end, where who switched again?
Who switched who? I don't
With
get, sorry, I don't get your scene. Which scene are you talking? You mean the one where the vault switched?
Yeah.
With the money.
Yeah.
And
one was like, I'm gonna stay here, gonna get the money, you go.
It was with Hobbs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the introduction of Dwayne Johnson too. That was also really cool. And I think that's my favorite movie with him because that's where he was like still a side character, because I thought he was going way too over the top in Fast 6 and 7, especially Hobbs and Shaw. So there he was like a side character, and I liked his character as a side character, not as a main character.
Yeah, true. That's also where Dom impregnated his girlfriend, the police agent, which later revealed to be baby in 8.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's where they met each other. She was beautiful.
We don't care, bro. So yeah, that was our ranking, I guess.
So this was our ranking of the Fast and Furious franchise. Make sure to let us know in the comments what your ranking is, and well, if you agree with us or not. And
it don't matter if you agree. I mean, it's nice to see which ranking you have, and it's also nice to discuss about it a little bit in the comments.
Yeah, true.
That's always nice.
So yeah, thanks for watching, and
we hope you like this video too. It's a little bit different from Ghost, but we're not trying to make our channel something about ghosts only. So
yeah, that's why we would be very appreciative if you, our viewers, would like and subscribe, and maybe leave some comments behind on your opinion. And
we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
You say first.
At 8, I have 8.
He wasn't. I agree with you. Yeah, but I agree with you. With like 8, it was way too over the top. My number 8 is Fast and Furious 2, because I don't know, it was way off the main characters. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have Vin Diesel, you didn't have Letty, you just had Paul Walker and Tyrese.
Yeah.
And it didn't make sense for me.
It's 4.
Okay, so what's your number 7?
My number 7 is the 4th Fast and Furious.
What's your number 7?
On number 7, I have the 4th.
What's my number 6?
4.
Yeah. Yeah, and the same thing, but I did like it because it took us back to the first movie for me. It was like a little bit more, because it came after Tokyo Drift, and that was like way of the main characters, and then we came back.
What? Why is
What's my number 6? Okay. What's my number 6? Number 5.
On 5, I have 6. Well, 6 because, well, it was a lot of action. I think there was one where Han died, so that's why I didn't really like it.
What we forgot to say about Furious 7 is that Jason Tatum comes in.
We could perceive Jason Tatum.
What we forgot to say about Furious 7 is